Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is a guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. Islam Makhachev is set to fight Nate Diaz. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo world champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Ooh, strong grip on the arm.
Look at him with all that pressure starting to get tight.
Oh, working for the submission again.
They're both struggling so much to get out of this position.
Oh, how slick was that, Kimura? Right into the armbar.
That was a beautiful transition, chaining those submission attempts together.
Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's gotta be it. Whoa, submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. fight was over, he was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Makhachev has got full mount now.
Oh, good defense, yes. Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. And there it is. Another strike on the ground. Gets through.
He's working on the armbar.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John. He's got it locked in.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition. Nice. Big ground and pound.
Final seconds here of round one.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Round two next.
Hey, stop.
Okay, listen, this guy's good, and you know it, I know. We've been working on our jiu-jitsu defense. Start attacking him. If he wants to attack you, you got to defend.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Oh, nice straight left. Nate Diaz presses forward and lands here, DC. You know this is a pressure style. Oh, double leg lands.
He passes to half guard.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
That is tight. This is it. This has to be the end.
And there it is! Makhachev, your winner by submission.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 10 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds, and he proved that tonight.